Hello, science students. This is Mrs. Reel, your librarian, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to use Destiny Discover to find resources for your STEM Fair Lit Review project. So the first thing you need to do is to get to Destiny Discover. There's a couple of different ways you can do that. You can either go in through the lock and key and click on Destiny, or in your Lit Review packet, if you scroll down, I've made a link for you to go to Destiny. Click on that link and you'll be brought here. The next step is to log in. You'll want to log in so that you can save any resources that you find. So I'm going to log in with a demonstration account, but you will log in with your username and password. Once logged in, you'll see your name up here at the top. We're going to go to Catalog, and then on the left it'll say Destiny Discover. Click on that link. Destiny Discover is a really powerful search engine that will search our library for library books. It will search our electronic books. It'll find ebooks for you. It will also search our databases that we subscribe to. Anoka Hennepin pays for databases for you to use for research. Once you're in Destiny Discover, you can use it just like a regular search engine and type in your keywords. My project is about cell phones and the health effects of cell phones. So my keywords I'm going to try first are cell phones and health. When I search that, Destiny Discover is going to look for books, digital books, ebooks, databases. This is all you really have to worry about, are these two boxes here. So the first thing that it came up was ebooks. There is an ebook on my topic, How Do Cell Phones Affect Health? That might be something good to check out for my lit review. The second thing we're going to look at later is databases. There's some different ones here, but what you'll want to make sure you do is click See All. This is not all of them. There's a lot more than that, so See All will show you more. But let's first start with the ebook. So when I click on this ebook, it's going to open up to an information page that tells me what the book is about. Examines health issues related to cell phone use and discusses cancer, the hazards of distraction, and threats to social and psychological well-being. That sounds exactly what I'm looking for. If I scroll down a little bit, it's going to give me some subjects. This might help me refine my keywords if I'm having a hard time finding information. If this is going to tell me more about what I might be looking for. So radiation, radio waves, cellular telephones, those would all be good keywords to try. Scrolling back up, if this is an ebook, it's going to allow me to open it. If it's a regular library book, it's not going to allow me to open that book on my computer. I can also, if I scroll down a little bit, get the citation for this resource. This is going to be helpful to me, especially if I end up using this as one of my sources for my lit review. Remember, we use APA citations in science class, so this would be the citation for that book. Copy and paste that into my notes, and I'm good to go. Now I actually want to read this book, so I'm going to click Open. And the book is going to open. So here's the cover. To go forward and back, I can use the arrows. And I can be reading my book on my computer. Use the table of contents to help you. Not all of the chapters in this book might be helpful to me. So if I'm really interested in, do cell phones cause cancer? If that's kind of the area of focus of my project, I probably want to start at page 10. So I can scroll through. There's lots of great information here. I'd use this to take notes if I decided this is one of my sources. To get out of here, you can always click this back arrow and it'll bring you back to Destiny Discover. Alright, so that's a book. That's how I get the citation for that book. Now let's go back. Let's say you don't have any ebooks on your topic in our library, and you might not. Next, you'll want to check out the databases. Remember, we're going to click See All to see all the databases. Looking here on the left, there's some different icons for different databases that we subscribe to. Not all of these are going to be helpful to you for your research project for science. For example, if I scroll down here, U.S. History and Context is not going to be the best database for me to look at today for a science project. Ones I would suggest are WebPath Express, which searches websites, Britannica Middle School, which is an encyclopedia, gives basic information about different topics. So for example, if I wanted to find information about how do cell phones work or when were they invented, the encyclopedia would have basic information about the history of cell phones. Science in Context is going to give me scientific articles. That might be a good one for me to look at. And finally, the other one I would recommend to you is all the way at the bottom, called World Book Student. This is another encyclopedia that's going to give me basic information. So let's start with WebPath Express because most students are going to find their information through WebPath Express. These are websites, so click Show Resources to see what it found. Okay, the first article that comes up is called Is Cell Phone Radiation Safe? It comes from cellphones.procon.org. Remember, .org is a pretty reliable source. It's going to give me a summary of what this resource talks about. And then down here, I'll want to look at and make sure it's within my grade level. It says 6 through 8, that is middle school. That means I'm probably going to have this in my reading level. If I want to open this up, I click on the link and a new window is going to open. And here is an article, Is Cell Phone Radiation Safe? They're going to give me the pros and the cons. Now this might not be the best research article for me to use because it's going to give me two sides of the issue. But maybe it is helpful to me. So you have to decide. You'll have to read the source and decide if that is a good source for you or not. Okay, let's go back. Again, if I think this is one of the sources I'm going to use, I'm going to summarize this source. You must get the citation for your works cited page. Remember APA. So click Cite this website, select. As I scroll down, it's going to give me more resources that it found. Okay, that's WebPath Express. Let's go back. Now the other ones I've recommend to you are Britannica Middle School. So let's go to that. This is an encyclopedia. Now what I noticed here when I search cell phones for health, it's looking up basic information. So this found cell. That's not really what my research topic is about. So I might need to change my keywords so that I find more relevant articles. So let's try smartphones instead. And we'll go to middle school. Smartphone. Okay, let's click on that. Now here's an article telling me about the smartphone, how it works, when it was invented, some basic information about the cell phone. In Britannica, it's going to give me different levels that I can choose for reading levels. It might also have images and videos. And it might have some related articles that I could look at. Okay, going back. Another one, World Book Student, works the same way. Click Show Resources, Smartphones. It's going to open up a new window. Might take a minute. And all this is a very short article. This maybe is not the best resource to use for my lit review. Okay, so that is Destiny Discover. Helps you find books, ebooks, and research articles in the databases. Again, if you're having trouble, try changing your keywords to find different sorts of articles. And of course, if you have questions or you need help, you can ask Mrs. Reel, your librarian, or Mrs. Mazurek to help you out with this project. Good luck!